Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to do a demonstration, step by step walk you through to build this car. And this car you're looking at right now, it is the car won first place in Japan 2014 Water Fair. The owner of this car is Miss Wong from China. And this car has a very interesting design. It's really catch my attention. A lot of idea of his ink spread, and such as the front damper and the rear damper, which are right here and here and here. And it's perfect match the characteristic of the MA chassis. And all the setup and the modification on this car, they are all very basic and easy. There's no any complicated setup or any professional tool needs to modify this car. And all the parts are used on this car are very easy to get a hand on it. And okay, let's take another angle of this car. And this part right here, I'm circling right now. This is the setting I mentioned earlier. Actually, it's very old setting, but the old style setting that makes it bad. It depends what kind of truck you're running. So if the truck layout is fit to that setting, I mean, it is a good setting. And another damper is right here on the back. This is setting I never seen in my life, but during my test, this setting on the back is pretty good. I mean, the one for the damper system, okay. And the roller, take a look at it here. The roller right here. Okay, you see the little black underplay right here. We call this underguard. This is the piece we mount on the back of the roller is preventing the bottom roller get a cut on the truck. And let's take a look at his front roller, which is right here and here. And as you notice, the roller on the front, he using the double layer and the one with rubber ring on the top. The reason he using rubber ring because the truck they have, it is Fujiyama lane change. And the rubber ring double layer roller has better fraction with the truck, so it's give you more grab when you have lane change. So it's make your car pretty stable when past the lane change. And let's take a look at his tire setting, which is right here. And it is this type of aluminum wheel. It is medium size, and the tires supposed to put on it is medium size tire. But I'm pretty sure you notice the tire has been trimmed. So basically, by looking at this picture, I'm pretty sure this tire size is around 23 millimeter diameter, which is small, which is considered about a small diameter tire. The good thing about small diameter tire, it have very low central gravity. It is very stable on the jump. It is have very fast acceleration. It is have the top speed on the corner. And there's an advantage about aluminum wheel. It has very good absorbing the impact when cars landing. Okay, let's take a look at the bottom side of this car. And it's very important because you can copy the shape, you can copy the setup, but the most important thing, it is the bottom. It is how people set up the brake and how people set up the underguard, because that's the mess which is control the other speed and balance the whole car. Let's take a look at his brake first, which is right here. He's using double brake. I don't know what kind of material that. It looks like a rubber or either sponge. I'm assuming it's rubber. He probably using the regular black tire to modify and cut it like that piece and mount on the bottom. The reason he using double brake because that race they have a Fujiyama lane change. Fujiyama lane change, it is really hard because it's really have really big angle goes up and the big angle drop. So it's better to have a double brake, because you want a really maximum brake when you enter the lane change. And another thing I want to talk about is I already mentioned earlier, which is this part right here, the back underplay. This underplay is preventing the roller, which is on the bottom, the last roller on the bottom, to get a cut on the track. So it's better to have this type of setting all the time, because remember, when you jump, there's a certain time your car gonna be in the air. So once it land, you don't know it's gonna be right in the truck. If it's a little bit offset, catch the wall on the truck, that piece is gonna be helping you to preventing your roller get a caught on the wall. And also, let's take a look at this piece right here. And this is also helping the front roller to get a cut. Okay. And another thing I want to talk about it for today's video, and this piece right here, I'm not gonna copy it, and because this piece right here, it's just too much brake. I just gonna using a standard setting for the front brake, because this is special for Fujiyama lane change. But for the regular race, people play in the hobby shop or either regular private race, this piece is not necessary. But I'm still gonna put a brake on right here, but it's not like that type of brake. I just gonna having a little bit of like I gonna using that as a little bit like some kind of a contact surface to giving a little bit of contact when the front was hitting the slope. So anyway, this part I'm not gonna copy it, and this piece right here, today the video I'm not gonna copy that part setting, because again, he was using a rubber ring. The rubber ring double rated roller, it's kind of slow on the corner, and on the regular race with we're using regular lane change, and that's not necessary. And this piece right here, stabilize on the top. I'm not gonna exactly copy that, because the way his mount is really high, that's for Fujiyama lane change. I'm just gonna mount it a bit lower. Okay, I think that's it. That's all the talking. Just before I get it started. And again, today I'm doing this demonstration to try to copy this car, because I think this is a good setting for people just starting to getting idea how to set up like a very basic standard level of the technical car. And because this car is a really good example, again, because he has really simple setting, and all the setting not require any professional tool. There's not a lot cutting on it. All the material, all the parts he's using, it is all very simple parts, or very simple material. So it is a good setting for people just starting to race today. Okay, right now I'm gonna show you the parts we need for build a car. We're not gonna using exactly same chassis like this one. I know he was using this chassis. I'm just gonna using box stock chassis. I'm gonna using this green special heat edges. The reason why is this car kit, it's come with 4 pieces super hard tire, which is it's very perfect for this aluminum wheel, because I know the super hard tire, which is black one right here, is already being discontinued. Maybe they're gonna reissue later, but right now only the super hard tire you can find in the market is the one come with the car kit. Okay, and let's go ahead and take a look at what else we need for this car. So we're gonna starting the wheel first. We're gonna using this item number 94992. the JR high grade aluminum deep ring wheel. I don't have the original package. This is the used one I have. If you don't have this on your hand, you can also using the box style one. This one right here, it's the same. The difference is just like this is a plastic, that's aluminum. It's maybe work a little bit different because the aluminum has better impact absorbing. So anyway, if you don't have it, the alternative plan is using the plastic one, come with the box stock. Okay. And another thing we need is this one. This is FRP mount plate. The item number is 15150. Again, the item number is 15150. I don't have the original package yet because I'm just gonna using the open package I have. And the next thing you're gonna using is the JR brake set. Again, I don't have my original package, and the JR brake sets come with one popsicle, FRP popsicle, and a couple set of brake. So the item number again, it's 15441. Okay. And another thing you need is 2 pieces FRP popsicle, and the item number is 15193, which is right here. This one I don't have the original package as well, so I'm just gonna using the one I have on my hand. Okay, next thing we need is 2 set of AO620 ball bearing. This is for axle. Okay, the item number is 94389. Okay, you need 2 of those. And second thing we need, it is the roller spacer, the item number 94768. You need 1 package of this, and also you need some plate. This is item number 15430. It's called FRP rear multi-roller setting plate. So again, the item number is 15430. Okay, you need 3 of this. And another thing you need is this one right here, the item number 94985. This is the mass stamper, the set. So you need 1 of this. Another mass stamper you need for the back, it is mass stamper block. The item number 15427, which is right here. And also you need 1 set of reinforced screw. The item number is 15454. Okay, which is right here. And also you need the item number 94994. I know this is people call it a 5-spot roller, 19 millimeter with plastic ring. So they have a different color. This one is limited edition, and then the one is not limited edition is the blue one. So any kind of color. But if you have orange and red on your hand, just go ahead and use it. It's all same. And another thing you need is this lightweight double layer aluminum roller. The one the guy was using was the one who has a rubber ring on the top. So I'm just gonna using this one, which is item number 94979. Okay, and also you need a pack of 72 millimeter reinforced shafts. Again, it says 72 millimeter reinforced shaft. It is not 60 millimeter. It is 72. Okay, item number 15417. And of course you need some pack of aluminum spacer. Okay, that's basically that's everything we need for build the car. And the tool we need for build the car, it is pretty simple. You just need to have a Dremel with the this cutter on the top. So this is just regular the sand cutter for cutting FRP. And also you need something like this. It is some kind of round the bit have the it's a 3 millimeter round bit, has the diamond head and screwdriver head set, and that's it. Because this car actually does no need any like professional either complicated tool, just a simple Dremel. You don't have to be really professional Dremel, just regular cheap one. It is okay. You just make sure you have all the different head. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, first we're gonna start into this FRP first. I'm gonna using this pen to show you all the cutting line. Okay, so let's get started. Just open every single package. Okay, first thing we're gonna do the back underguard first. So for the back underguard, it's pretty simple, and it's only thing you have to cut off this piece right here. See the line? So all the white spot is the part you're gonna remove, and this piece right here. So again, all the white spot is the piece you're gonna remove. Okay. Second thing, we're gonna do the brake for the back. Actually, it's a brake extension. So for the brake extension, you only gonna keep the center part, which is right here. So there's a lot of cutting on this piece. Just gonna remove all this. And this right here, I have to remove. Okay, so basically you're only gonna keep the center part, which is right here. This is for the brake extension. It is we're gonna put a brake on the back of that for the back brake. For the front, we're gonna keep most of the part, except we're gonna remove this piece right here. Okay, so let me just go ahead and using this Dremel to remove all the parts. Pretty simple, just turn it on and just cut like this. Okay, so for saving time, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it. Next thing we have to do is for this piece, which is right here, in order to give a better result, we have to make a little bit deep hole right here to make the screw can hide inside of the FRP. So which is right here. You're not gonna cut off. You're gonna using a the little round bit I showed you earlier. This one right here. Just go ahead and do it. Okay, again, you're not cutting that off. You're just using this one to make this hole a little bit deeper. Okay. Okay, let's just go ahead, clean a little bit, you can see the detail. Right. So you can see these two holes I make, just make it a little bit deeper. In this case, when you put a screw inside, the screw can hide inside of the FRP. Okay, let me just go ahead and assemble the other the three pieces I just cut. Okay.
Okay, it's like this. Probably the height of here and here gonna be adjust later when I finish this car, but right now temporary it's gonna be looks like this. Okay, next we're gonna do this piece. So this piece is gonna go underneath the chassis. It's gonna be put right here, but again we're gonna do another deep hole, which is right here. Okay, so we're gonna using the Dremel again with this kind of 3mm head to make this hole deeper. Okay, let me just go ahead and clean it a little bit. You can see the detail. Okay, take a look at it. So I have these two. I'm not making this hole big. I'm just making it deeper. So in this case, again, yeah, the screw can hide inside. Next, we're gonna do is we're gonna mount this piece right here. Okay. See this two hole right here? So it's gonna be here. If you have those flathead screw, just go ahead and use it. Otherwise, just using regular screw. So for today, I'm just gonna using the flathead screw I have, which is right here. This is the flathead screw. So the head is not round; it's flat. So in this case, when you put on right, this piece is gonna be totally flat. Okay, so let me just go ahead and put on it right now. Okay, let's finish. See, the screw is totally flat. It's hiding inside the FRP. Okay. Next, we're gonna start to set up a terminal and a transmission and a wheel. And so let me just go ahead starting to do the terminal first. So for the terminal, you're always gonna want to using the box stock terminal because box stock terminal is a pure copper, has better lower resistance. For improve the contact and the connection with battery, you better to get a piece of the this type of brake to insert to the back of the terminal to give a better connection to the battery. So okay, you can see here and here and here we already have put the sponge on the back to improve the connection. Next, we're gonna start in the transmission. We're gonna soaking the shaft ball bearing first. And we're gonna open it and using a Zippo light fluid to clean first. Next, we're gonna start in this 72mm reinforced shaft. And before we start it, we have to open it and make sure, check each shaft to make sure it's straight. Because let me tell you, most of those shafts, it's not really 100% straight. So you have to find the best the most straight one. So the only way you can tell straight, simple way, and just put on the flat surface, just take a look at it and then turn around, keep turning like this. I'm gonna using this one, which is the Tamiya the gauge, because this is surface 100% flat, and I'm gonna put that on that using my eye level to take a look at it and then keep turning my shaft around. If you see anything not straight, you're gonna see a little bit gap right here. So in this case, you know this shaft is not straight. So anyway, for saving the time, I'm just gonna using my Japanese tool, the shaft tester, to make sure it's straight. Okay, this one looks not straight. Let me try this one. It's not straight. This one looks okay. Let me just try again. This one's okay. And this one's not straight. Maybe. Let's try again. So this one not straight. I'm gonna open the package to find another straight shaft. Okay, next I'm gonna do a floating gear system. First I'm gonna stabilize the pin gear, which is right here. I'm gonna using 4AT pin gear, which is right here. Gonna use that insert on the shaft and to holding the pin gear, which is right here, to make it like stable. Okay, so it's pretty simple. First, just go ahead, put that pin gear under top of the model using plastic cutter to remove all the teeth. Okay. Okay. So after remove the teeth, it's gonna be like this. Okay. Next, you're gonna connect this motor with battery, and let me. Okay. Gonna connect this motor with battery. And I'm using a files to remove a little bit of like scrap on the teeth I just removed. So I'm just gonna turn it on using files. Okay, after you finish, the pinion gonna be looks like this. Let me focus, you can see it. Okay, so just make sure don't trim this end. Take a look at the pinion gear. The end have the T. That's the part you're gonna trim off. But this part, the part with no T, you have to keep that as original. Don't trim that because you're gonna using that end to contact with the pin gear, which is right here, to stabilize the pin gear, which is right here. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat action, do the rest of 3 pieces. Okay, here's all 4 pieces. The pinion gear just modified, which is right here. You can see on the table. And next, I'm gonna do is gonna do stabilize the pin gear like this. I'm gonna insert the pinion gear on both ends and stabilize the pin gear right like this. Okay. Before we start, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it because let me show you. When I put it into it, pretty sure notice this part right here, it's hitting this here. So in this case, this one cannot hold the pin gear which right here. So in this way, you have to make this part right here a little bit bigger, which is this one right here, this notch right here, a little bit bigger. In this case, this pinion gear can go through it, can holding the pin gear. Okay, so in order to make it big, what you need is same thing. This one 3mm, the head, which is right here. Okay, you're gonna using this one to grind the plastic right here to make it a little bit bigger. So before we start it, I'm gonna using a white marker to mark the chassis to tell you which part you have to make it bigger, which is right here. Let me just go ahead and mark it. Okay, just finished right here. So here's the part you're gonna to make it a little bit bigger, which is right here, the white marker, and the same at the front, which is right here, the white marker right here. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead using the Dremel to turn to the lower speed. Okay, just take a look at it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna using this one to you see, it's getting bigger. So same as the other side, you're gonna do the same action. And here, same thing. Okay, so you're just gonna go ahead and finish out those four and give you a better angle. You can see the detail. Okay, just finish. Now you can see. Let me give you a better angle. You can see it. See right here. It's getting makes it bigger. Same as here. You can see right here. It's getting bigger. Same as here. The front right here. You can see every connection right here makes bigger. So in this case, when you have the shaft go here, this end with the pinion on this end, you can go through that canal and can holding the pin gear, which is right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, and gonna take out the 80620, which is right here. I have. And I'm going to I'm going to put one shaft first, the AT pinion gear just modify, and in the middle of the way. Okay, next gonna do is gonna insert from inside to outside from here, and then put the 620 on this end. Don't put on that yet. Next, gonna move this one a little bit to the top, and the pin gear insert here. The next, another pin gear right here. Okay, next put this one back to the position, and then using your fingernail to hold this one to push, to holding the pin gear right here, you keep push like this. Okay, so you can see it's holding the pinion gear right now. Okay, so next put the another 620 back to the right position. Okay, double check, make sure there's nothing hitting. So right now I can see this part is hitting it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this part a little bit off to make it a little bit like shorter. So in this case, this part will not hit anymore. Okay, just gonna using a blade and to make it the half size. Okay, let's make it shorter. Okay, just gonna remove it, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other one. Okay, then you're gonna repeat the same action before to do the pin gear. It's right here. So you're going to insert the AT pin gear right here, and the pin gear and AT pin gear right here, and then put it back to the right position and push to the other end. Okay, like this. Okay, double check. Just make sure nothing hitting. You know, if anything hitting, just make sure you remove the part that was hitting it. And see, right now it's looks okay. Okay, you can see here, just finish. This is the how you stabilize the pin gear, which is right here. You can see I insert both ends with each end with one pin gear to stabilize the pin gear on the center. So you can see it is really straight and smooth. See, make sure it's not crooked. Sometimes if you don't, the pin gear is not insert right, it's gonna be crooked. But like, take a look at this one. It's really straight, same as the front. Okay. Next, gonna do the wheel installation. As you know, this wheel only fit to 60mm shaft, but right now here we're using 72. So in this case, this shaft is too long. So only way you can do it is just like make the shaft go so to the other end, it can stick out a little bit, can make it fit. And on my previous video I talked about it. If you have this shaft to go all the way to the other end, make it out, is you have better power transfer, and also the wheel is more stable. So in order to do that, I have to make this the front, this right here, the hole to be open, so the shaft can go to the other end. The easy way you can do it with this type of aluminum wheel, just get a screw, better be a brand new one, and using a some kind of lubricant or either some kind of oil. I'm just gonna using this RC oil to a little bit drop to the hole right here, and then I'm gonna put this one, the screw, really straight to against the hole, and then using the screwdriver to keep like rotating. Make sure you put on table, have to be very vertical. In this case, can go really straight. And so if you keep going, you will feel you're hitting something. So after you're hitting something, just keep going. In this case, you will go through to the other end. So the other end is gonna be open. You can see right here. See that? See this part stick out, which means it's already being open. So just go ahead and do the rest of 3 pieces. Okay, before you put in the wheel on the shaft, make sure you get 4 pieces of a roller spacer. Okay, which is right here. So each one, you're gonna put at one end of the axle. Okay, which is right here. Then gonna go ahead, keep pushing to do the wheel installation. Okay, to do the wheel installation, the easiest way it is, I just do the front already, but I'm gonna show you how to do the back. It's the same. So basically, first put a wheel on a position first, and put one end or either both end on the position. So get something like this, have a small surface, can have better contact with the wheel on the other end. And here, get something wrong in this metal, can put on the top. Using hammer to hit it first. Okay. You're gonna hit all the way. Okay. So see, this part stick out a little bit, and this part is still in the same position. See, you still have some gap right here. So you're gonna turn around, hit this end all the way. Okay. See, both ends right now have even size to stick out. Next, you have to using wheel puller. That's why I always tell everybody you have to get a wheel puller, because after you hit it, it's blocked. See that? So the wheel puller can fine adjust, just fine adjust your wheel, preventing you overheating it. See? Okay, after you put a wheel on the chassis, double check, make sure it's spin correctly. Okay, so each of my wheels is pretty smooth, and of course make sure the gear was on the right position. Okay, take a look at my gear, it's really straight, especially the one in the front. See that? It's spin, it's not crooked, it's pretty straight. And then next you're gonna make sure you put your gear in the very center of the right here. It have to be very center of the gear box, which is right here. Okay, so after that, make sure double check your gear again, make sure it's straight. Then using cradle glue to just put a little bit on the both end to stabilize the pinion gear located on both ends. Okay, after you set up your wheel, double check again, make sure everything spin correctly. Like this one, you can tell it's pretty smooth. Okay, nothing hitting, just make sure there's nothing hitting right here and nothing making a fraction on the gearbox. Okay, next we're gonna do the tire. The original size of tire, which is this tire, exactly gonna fit to this aluminum wheel, but as you can see, this tire size is like 26 millimeter for the diameter. This is considered medium size. So in order to giving a better acceleration, a better bumps, I'm gonna trim this tire to 23 millimeter. So I'm just going to set up the machine and start to trim. So if you don't know how to trim this the tire, just watch my previous tutorial. I have a tutorial teach you how to trim this type of tire. Okay, I just finished the tire. As you can see, really nice. And when I put my car to the setup board, I can tell this car has very low central gravity, which means it's gonna be very stable. Okay, now I'm gonna set up the roller. I'm gonna set up the back one first. So what are we gonna use is this one right here, item number 15454, the reinforced screw set. Okay, the one I'm gonna use is the 30 millimeter, which is this two right here. Because this package comes with two sizes. One is 25, the other two is 30. So I'm just gonna using the 30 millimeter. Okay. Now gonna first set up the roll on the bottom first, using some roller spacer. Okay. For the one at the very bottom, I'm not gonna put it in a roller spacer because I want it going very low. So, but I'm gonna put the roller space on the top of that. Okay. Like this. Make sure to spin correctly. Okay. Next, remember previously we cut some FRP. All this piece come from all the previous cutting. So we're gonna take one of this to put it right here, and gonna put right here. That's for like a stronger supporter. So use that and then put on right here, so you have better support. Okay, just go ahead. Probably using the small pieces. It's too big. I'm just gonna using the small piece, which is right here. So let me just go ahead. Okay, just finish. See both in. Next, gonna put another FRP on top of that, giving maximum support on the top, which is right here. Okay. Okay. Next, we gonna set up the roller on the top. Before we start, you have two options, and you have option either to using the item number 15412, which is this one right here. This is from the package from 15412. Okay, this is not a roller. This is we call the stabilizer. We're gonna put one of this on each of the roller. What this gonna do? This is gonna preventing your top roller get caught on the truck. And the second option you have, you can using this one right here. This is item number 15436. It is
17 millimeter.
the stabilizer. My personal was prefer this one, but the guy winning the Japan Fair 2014, he using this one. So it's up to you. But anyway, the next step I'm just gonna go ahead and using this one. Just keep the original design, the one he have. Okay, so first what you need is the 6 millimeter aluminum spacer. Okay, then next put a regular washer, and then this one right here. Okay, so as you notice, this hole's about 3 millimeter. It won't fit to the it's way too big to the screw, so it's okay, just put on it. The next you're gonna using this one, which is right here, the roller spacer. So you notice roller spacer has the 3 millimeter diameter nipple on the top. So this 3 millimeter diameter nipple gonna
Face down.
So in this case, you can this thing can hold the this stabilize on the right position. So you're gonna put like this. Okay. The next, another washer, regular washer, and then the roller spacer. Make sure this time the little nipple is face up. Okay. Then roller. Again, last one, roller spacer. Okay. So you're gonna just put like that. And next, when you finish both roller, you will realize right here, this part right here. See the little hole right here, and this hole then it's not lines up with the original hole on the plastic. So in this case, you wanna like it's almost there, but you may be gonna using a Dremel to make another hole to make this hole right here gonna be lines up with the chassis. Okay, so I'm gonna using Dremel to enlarge this hole a little bit, so it can reach the it can reach the hole on the plastic. Okay. it's level right now. Okay, so in this case I can adjust this piece right here to make the another screw to go through all the way to up to here. In this way you can have the maximum support on both ends. Okay, just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna release this one because earlier I told you guys I'm gonna reset this piece because the reason why is before I put that on, I told you guys because I have to put a wheel first and a tire too. Have to make sure that how low is my car. So in this case, I will know what's the maximum lower this piece I can go to set up my whole car. So right now, just gonna go ahead to set up that. I'm just gonna using the 12 millimeter. This 15 maybe just too long. Let me just go ahead and using this 12 millimeter screw. See if it's gonna be fit to the. Okay. I'm gonna release one of the end of this underguard right here because I can't put this one on because this piece blocked me. So I'm gonna release part of it. In this case, I can put this one on. You know what? Let me just smooth all the way both ends. So again, this brake extension, you're gonna have one washer on the bottom and a 3 millimeter spacer and another washer on the top of that. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do it. Okay, just finished. So as you can see right here, I put a 3 millimeter spacer, and so in this case, this piece dropped a little bit, and on top using a lock nut from the screw set. I just put on top, just giving maximum support. So right now it's pretty strong right here. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do the measurement again. Okay, as you notice, when I put this measurement box, this is 165 even. So you can see this piece stick out a little bit. So which means you have to cut this piece right here in order to be legal on the dimension. So next, I just gonna using a marker to tell you which part you're gonna cut off. Basically, the piece you're gonna cut off, because I'm not gonna mount my brake on last two hole, which is right here. I'm gonna mount my brake on this hole, second one. It's very inside one. So this piece right here, it's gonna be removed. Okay, it's same, just using Dremel and put the cutter on the top of the head and just go ahead and remove it. Okay, so let me just go ahead remove the okay, so just remove it. So right now the dimension is perfect. It's just exactly 165 even. So next, gonna just go ahead and set up my brake on the back and at the front. Okay. The reason I want to set up brake right now because when I have all my tire, everything on, so you know how far or either how deep you want to go for the brake. Okay, for the brake, I'm just gonna using a regular popsicle. For the one at rear, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some part of it because on his setting, basically he's not using whole piece of brake. He's using the he just keep like probably like this much piece in the center right here. So the piece you're gonna cut is Okay. This is how much you're gonna keep. So all the white spot right here is gonna be removed. So we're only gonna keep the center part. Okay. Let me just go ahead using Dremel to cut it. Okay. Just finished cutting here. So this is a piece. The next we're gonna do is we're gonna try to put a brake top of this piece. And the reason I want to put a brake first, it is because in this way I know how low I want to go, because you don't know after you putting brake, you don't know this piece how low gonna go, because I gonna try to make the clearance to the ground about 1.5 millimeter. So that's why I want to put a brake first, then I'm gonna adjust the gap between that, so in that way I will know how low I want to go. Okay, so let me just go ahead and put a brake on it. So you're gonna using the regular, the black one, which is right here. Okay, so let me just go ahead and put a brake on it right now. I'm gonna put another 2 extension brake, which is right on both ends, so you know, because it's not longer enough. Okay, so here we go. Have the brake set up right now. So next we're gonna do is we're gonna put this brake on the car. So before you put the brake on the car, make sure you put your car on the setting board, because in this case, you know, you have a like a very level surface. So let me see how far it is right now. It is right now, the gap is 3 millimeter. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna put a 1.5 millimeters lumen spacer between that. So in this way, this brake can lower to clearance 1.5 millimeter. Okay, but before I do that, remember you're gonna mount the brake from here to here. So the screw gonna go from this way. So so right now, but it's got a cover. So you better using a hand drill, or either any kind of like really around can poke through it. I can using knife, or either a paper clip. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead using the paper clip, which is right here. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna using this 20 millimeter. Okay, so make sure your screw go like this. Okay, in this case your brake can this screw can hold the brake really tight. Okay, like this. So remember, 1.5 millimeter lumen space on each end. So we're just gonna go ahead put on it. So it's gonna be looks like this. Okay. Okay, I just gonna put a 6.7 millimeter spacer right here, and another one on the other end too. And I'm also gonna attach a 1.5 millimeter and a 1.5 millimeter. Okay, next gonna using a regular nut to lock the housing first. Okay, so it's gonna be looks like this. So right now your brake already set up. So right now make sure you check before you do the next step, check the brake clearance first. Right now looks like almost 2 millimeter, a little bit too high. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another washer right here to drop this piece a little bit. Probably just gonna drop a half and then 1.5 millimeter. Okay, so just gonna, so always set up brake first then do the next step, because you have to make sure you're braking on the right position. So okay, gonna remove it. Okay, put a washer on both ends right here, and put it back. I'm gonna double check again, make sure it's low enough. Otherwise, you're gonna put another washer to adjust the gap. So let me just go ahead and put everything back again. Okay, let me double check. Okay, right now it's 1.5. Okay, so anyway, it looks like this. Okay, so we're gonna do next step.